at 2K, you know, with the Jazz. And I'll do it again.
Alright, come on.
What's how I do somebody? He got the Miami Dolphins. What's this shit? Watch my skills. I don't know this shit.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida.
Yo, you finna lose. Yo, quit now. Quit now.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are
Say the embarrassed.
from Hard Rock Stadium. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Oh.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to it.
Oh, really?
Across the 45.
Oh, really bad, boss. Quit now.
Drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Quit now. I accept. Friend of quit.
Right to the air is Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, tripping.
You're trying to throw inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it. It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
His
throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice
right there.
They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Ooh, you should have picked that.
It's knocked away.
Yeah, right see.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game.
Flying right past.
The perimeter, but that time they're up to the challenge.
Going for Lazard, but this is picked off by Verone McKinley. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The music is showing up.
He's going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose.
Say, hey, you know, score. I score on my defense.
Defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The two are going to try and throw for it, and he will get in to make it 8-0. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. He's got it at the 2. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first one, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Touchdown, Packers! They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Again, it's Dillon. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
They'll try and throw for it. To to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still had the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've got 2 for 2.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your clauses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and 1 at the outside of the screen. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. And now that brings up 3rd down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter Pat O'Donnell to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He stiff arms him. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get it in. Try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's got some space here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The Packers going to use 1 of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. He finds Watson complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Mostert, and he drops the ball. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put Garland up in the red zone. An excellent play when they may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A solid stiff arm. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that... not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll go down out as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Finding room at midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 178 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen.